We are creating an epic new backdrop, and we're doing it all with foam, and we're prepping them like we do shower walls.
We actually seamed all of these together, poured it. We put the UTC mat on here this morning vertically, so let me know what you think.
So what we're doing right now is we're attaching our 1/2-inch foam panels with blue painter's tape. It's like rebar before we put all the epoxy in. We're gonna go dry fit these panels in the giant foam wall we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna flip these over, tape both sides, and they become one. Good luck doing that with a granite slab. So we have to do this with 2 more.
Like that way.
Wow, that's awesome.
All right, guys, the tape has been applied. We've seamed these panels together. We're getting ready to make a couple final cuts. It's time to apply the fiberglass mesh. We're gonna apply that with quick coat. We're gonna pour these tomorrow. This is 1/2-inch foam. And people say, is it strong enough? Is it dense enough? If it can handle my weight, it can handle anything, guys. And this doesn't even have any epoxy or fiberglass mesh on it.
Gary stopped by to pick up some more material for one of his projects and jumped right in to help us out. We put some plastic down to catch the epoxy drips, which is a good practice every time you start to mix. We use Stone Coat's Quick Coat to apply mesh on these larger walls because we had so much help. Quick Coat has a shorter working time, allowing you to sand and move on to the next step within 4 to 6 hours versus a 24-hour wait.
All right, guys, the mesh step is done. We applied that fiberglass mesh in Stone Coat's Quick Coat. That's gonna be sandable here in 3-4 hours from now.
Yeah.
And then what's the next step?
Epoxy undercoat, guys. We're gonna go white.
Yeah, we're doing a whiter piece for Rhonda's backdrop. So we're gonna do a couple coats of white undercoat, and then it's ready for epoxy.
The fiberglass kind of sticks out, and all I'm doing is making a smooth edge. That way, so when we pour that epoxy rolls all the way over, gives us a nice clean edge.
I'll go out here and show you what Kenny and them are doing. We'll paint them with the undercoating, and then we're gonna actually do an exotic pour tonight. So guys, y'all say hi, we're live.
What's up? Where are we live at?
We are live on my RK3 design page.
RK3 Insiders.
Nope, this is the regular page.
Business page.
Yes.
What's up, RK3 Designs? We've been out here for her pro class. If you haven't taken it and you want to make money with this trade, check out RK3designs.com. I can't say it enough. Kenny and Rhonda are amazing teachers. They teach you more than just simple techniques. They teach you how to actually make this into a viable business. They give you pro tips that you're not going to make silly amateur mistakes that you're going to regret. It's going to save you money. Well worth the investment.
And then we're gonna be installing these bad boys on Tuesday. You better join us. You'll see our new backdrop.
Where they join us are live.
Yeah. All right, guys, say bye to everybody.
Bye.
All right, see ya.
It's time to paint our foam walls white with Stone Coat's epoxy undercoat. We developed this product to dry quickly and have an extreme bond, and another special feature is there's no ammonia in this product. If you use a paint and primer from the hardware store, give the paint a good 24 hours to off-gas that ammonia out of the paint. That can prematurely amber your epoxy as the ammonia is trying to escape. With our undercoat, you only need to wait 4 to 6 hours before moving on to the next step.
So far, so good. We're making some really good progress right now.
We are, and this is by far the biggest wall panel job I've ever been a part of.
Same.
Right? So these are so huge. We're doing an exotic pour on that. And what an exotic pour, a dirty pour is we're going to use excessive epoxy. We're doing it all in one coat. So we're going to go 8 to 10 ounces per square foot. So we need to build a dam. Kenny showed me how to use foam weather stripping tape. It's sticky on one side. Boom.
Bam.
Look at that stuff. So we tape this, thank you, Chandel. We tape this right around the perimeter. We pour our exotic pour, and that's our dam. We wait about, what, an hour or so, a little bit more an hour. We peel that, flows over nice, keeps our colors right where we want them.
So satisfying.
Right, but the thing that you got to make sure is that you put the tape first because the foam will stick to your piece, and then you're going to have to scrape it all, the little foam pieces off, because it's so sticky.
Yeah, this
So
sticky's good.
make sure you put a barrier of tape all the way around, you varnish it down really good.
Then it's this stuff. Right.
That's a fun
And
fact.
it peels up. Super good. Yeah, he's got fun fact. I got pro tip. What do you got?
What-
No, don't put me on.
Another thing that we use is fast drying acrylic caulking. That assures that we don't have any leaks through each seam and on the corners. It'll hold it really good.
Right, and that skins over in like minutes.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. In 20 minutes it cures. So this stuff works really good.
All right, guys, let's get to work. We got one more panel to do, and then we're putting on the foam.
All right.
And then it's pour time. Guys, for today's pour, we're going white and light colors. So we're going with Stone Coat's Art Coat. It's the most UV resistant epoxy we have. Stays true, color fast for years. Use Art Coat when going white or light countertops or giant foam walls or whatever you're gonna do. Art Coat for white and light.
Let the games begin.
You're gonna be mixing all day.
Okay, guys, here we go. We're fixing to start it. So, as you can see, we have special footwear so that we will not get our little toes dirty. And all it is cling wrap that we have wrapped our feet with. So, let's go.
The wash coat is an optional step. We apply a wash coat to lubricate the shower panel or countertop to help stretch and move that exotic pour. The exotic pour technique is when you individually tint the epoxy, separate colors, then pour those colored epoxy back into the larger mixing bucket, then pour that large mixing bucket out over your project, countertop, or shower panel complete.
Oh my goodness.
The colored epoxy does all the hard work for you, naturally melding and moving to create a flowing slab of exotic natural stone. No matter your experience level working with epoxy, the exotic pour technique creates stunning countertops or shower panels even on your first epoxy pour.
That is awesome. Oh, I'm cramping up. I'm laughing so hard. Oh, you're into the vein. Seriously, you could have a rope. We could rope you and then just drag you through.
Why choose Stone Coat Epoxy? You're going to save 10 times your money and tons of time versus going to those big box stores for other countertop and shower wall options. Odds are you'll be settling for a color you're not 100% in love with, not to mention waiting months before a contractor can get out to your house and complete any of the work. If you're a DIYer on the fence and you haven't used epoxy before, that's why we give you these free tutorials. Stone Coat Countertop Epoxy is the best in the industry because we have the highest UV resistance, incredible working time. What that means is you don't have to be in a mega rush working with Stone Coat. Not all epoxy is made equally. With Stone Coat, you have plenty of time to get the countertop or gigantic wall project to look exactly how you want it.
Here's a pro tip or a fun fact: how to remove a beard hair from somebody with a beard out of your epoxy popsicle stick. Split it in half down to a point right in here. See this hair? That looks like a red hair from somebody's beard. Slide under it, pull it out. Game over. Simple. If you have a big booger, big something that's fallen into the epoxy that's not a hair easily removed, I'll grab these and use them like chopsticks.
Yeah, we encourage you guys to always come back.
Our epoxy has zero VOC, no nasty smell. You can do this in a small bathroom and won't stink up the entire house. Heat resistant up to 450 degrees and designed for the kitchen and bathroom use and abuse.
The edges are all looking great.
Yeah.
Even this, we're good. We're back. It's the next day. The foam panels have cured. It's time to remove the drips. You can do that a few ways. You can sand them off. Like if I've let my panels cure for multiple days, I'll flip them and then I'll use the metal fiber sanding disc and quickly buzz them right off. It's only been 24 hours, like less, because we finished this at probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Today we're going to use a sheetrock knife because the epoxy's still fresh. It's less than 24 hours old. We're just going to score those drips, remove them. Right after we remove the drips, we're going to lightly scuff sand with 220 grit, remove any nibs and nubs.
Do you guys wipe it down with denatured alcohol to get the extra dust off?
We use isopropyl, but same, same
Cool.
difference.
Okay.
Do not use acetone to clean. Acetone can it almost softens it again a little bit. Have you noticed that? Have you done that? Yeah. So isopropyl, denatured, good to go. Stay away from acetone. with a cured epoxy. If you have epoxy on you and it's wet, acetone can help get that off. I'm so happy.
Right.
We had ATD, we had Clara Lawrence, Kenny, Rhonda. It was all hands on deck because we poured 20 gallons of epoxy, almost 300 square feet of wall panels.
It was intense.
We poured them yesterday. We'll be installing them tomorrow. Project complete. Guys, you can do this in your home and completely change the look of your space for not that much money.
Mimicking Mother Nature, using Stone Coat epoxy is 25% of that cost, leaving plenty of meat on the bone to charge for labor.
The foam wall has been dry fit. We're now getting ready to apply 100% silicone to the back of the plywood. And then when you push on those blobs of silicone, it suction cups your panels right to your substrate.
About 2 tubes of silicone per 4x8 sheet is roughly kind of how I figured it. That way we have plenty of coverage.
Yep.
And we're not going to, you don't want to skimp on something like this, right? When you're putting the shower panels on, I would verge on the 2 to maybe 2.5 tubes of silicone.
Right. I do the same thing. And how do you do it? Do you put dots of silicone and then push it on?
I do both, right? So I'll put daubs and then I'll make some little snakes. And then that way we get the good coverage.
Right.
And then maybe like 16 to 10 inches apart, roughly. Just very sporadic.
The snakes help keep any, hollow points, right? If you have glue here, and none in the middle, it might sound different if you're tapping on it. So that's a good fun fact / pro tip. Do some snakes down in between your blobs, and then you have no hollow sounds. It sounds perfectly uniform and solid, right?
Yeah, once the panel's secured to the wall, it feels really solid.
And it's going to tear out what's behind it when we go to rip this, or leave foam on the wall.
Right, yeah.
It's not going to want to come out of here.
It's definitely going to hold it up.
Dry fit your stuff so you don't throw a fit later on. We put the panels back on the deck for the next step, the final layer in our epoxy system for mega durability, the ultimate top coat.
What you got there, Kenny?
Well, we got a sander. So what we're going to do is we're going to scuff sand all the nibs and dust bunnies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to take them off real quick. Plus, the sanding is going to do is help dull the surface because we are going to go with a matte UTC. That's going to help hide any of the imperfections, I think.
Yeah, and the matte will bring that sheen level down. So a light scuffing with 220 will clean the dust with like isopropyl alcohol afterwards. And then we're ready for the ultimate top coat, right?
Yep.
And today, we're making some epoxy walls. Ravioli, holy cannoli. We put some blue tape up. That just snugs that panel nice and tight to our substrate as that silicone dried. It's been about 45 minutes and the silicone will already be skimmed up enough. Can remove that tape. The panel's not coming anywhere. All right. So it's time for the ultimate top coat. We're de-shedding, but I do 2 dry rollers per every wet roller. Is that what you do as well, Rhonda?
I do 3.
You do 3?
Because I err on the side of being safe.
Yep.
And
that's smart, because if you don't use it, it's good to go for the next time. And de-lint it the next time, you're good to go. Right, and then we're gonna mix up the ultimate top coat. And you've never used it before, right?
Nope.
Rhonda has the formula down to a T, and mathematical formula. I have used it so many dang times, I can eyeball it, which isn't good. And people on YouTube don't like to hear that. They wanna know exactly how to make the Betty Crocker cake.
That makes sense.
Right? Boom. Shake part A vigorously before mixing A and B together. I like to flip mine up. There's a matting agent here in the Ultimate Top Coat Matte Edition. It likes to settle, so flip it up, give it a good shake. The Ultimate Top Coat is our final layer in our epoxy countertop or epoxy wall system that brings the sheen level to a more natural look, and it also brings the durability to maximum. You can apply the Ultimate Top Coat to any epoxy project. If it's a day old or 10 years old, just lightly scuff it up with 220 grit, mix up and apply the Ultimate Top Coat. It dries the next day. The Ultimate Top Coat comes out of the jar quite thick. You're gonna wanna thin it down with some water. We like lukewarm water. We're mixing up about 33 ounces of the Ultimate Top Coat to cover that giant wall, which leaves us needing 5.5 ounces of lukewarm water. So you'll mix the top coat first, add in the water, mix again, we're ready to apply.
We wet and dry roll to apply. Roll on an even coating using the wet roller, followed by removing excess material with a dry roller for that sprayed on finish.
Wow, these look good already. My goodness.
Great job.
Oh.
Great job.
I love working with you guys. We're gonna let this dry. We're gonna get the heck out of here because in the very beginning, you don't wanna kick dust and all that kind of good stuff or dog hair onto the top coat. It can bite. We're gonna get out of here. You can use this in a kitchen countertop the very next day.
We're back. It's the next day. Time to finish gluing up these walls with 100% silicone, and this project's a wrap. It's been tons of fun working with such a talented team of epoxy professionals. I can't wait till I can return and do it all over again.
So what do you guys think? What do y'all think about this? Did y'all have a good
I
time?
want to go home and make one now.
Serious.
Like now. Like
Did we all learn something while we were doing
Oh yeah,
this?
I know right now I'm gonna remove all my pieces behind my set and we're building this at Stone Coat HQ, right? You guys want to come out?
We're
coming out to do it.
Absolutely.
My favorite part of the project is when Clara Lawrence was sliding you across the project
whole
as you were
favorite part.
pouring out one of these veins.
So what was your favorite part, Erica?
Making our state-of-the-art shoes for the project.
Absolutely.
Right. What were
we
those
had
shoes?
state-of-the-art
Cling wrap Jordans.
Jordans. That's what they were.
And my
Brilliant.
favorite part was working with a crew that knows what they're doing. Oh man, and having more than one person on the site doing the work has been so awesome and refreshing and
Right.
has definitely helped spike a lot of interest and dreams. I think that maybe we can
Yes.
do some more projects
It's
together.
inspiring.
Another favorite part is I had some of my very best friends, and I'm going to cry. My very best friends who have brought me through so much in this industry, to be able to work alongside them and to build this business from the ground up with the support from this family has been more than I can even express. And Kenny and I are so, so thankful to everyone. We are.
We're happy to be
I
here.
had to be the mushy one.
That was
All right.
adorable.
Until next time, you got this.
Was this not a sweet project? Go follow and subscribe to Artist Till Death Studios on YouTube, Instagram, everything Artist Till Death. RK3 Designs, if you want to learn how to use epoxy like a professional or you want to do it for a hobby, check out our website and see some of our hands-on training classes. You won't regret it. And don't forget to subscribe to RK3 Designs on YouTube. And welcome to the channel, one of our newest guests, Shandell Paints. Check her out on Instagram. She makes some of the most stunning marble magazine-worthy kitchens that you're going to see on Instagram. Go follow her right now. I hope you learned some skills that'll get those creative juices flowing, creating gigantic epoxy walls out of foam. And until next time, from Stone Coat Countertops, you got this. And we'll see you on the next video.